Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me here today. In this reading, we will dive into the energies of your next 3 months. This is going to be the month of October, November, and December until the end of the year. And this is going to be a general overview when it comes to coffee cup, but when it comes to tarot, we're going to dive into very detailed messages. And if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. That way we can continue to grow and shine together. Let's go ahead and take a look at your coffee cup. I see a clean cup outside. The other signs, for example, Aquarius, if you have it in your chart, go ahead and watch that because it has a lot of things also happening outside of their comfort zone. But you are overall going to be staying it doesn't mean that staying inside of your zone. It doesn't mean that it means that a lot of things are not going to be outside of your control, basically, which is going to be a little bit predictable. But I also see here a massive bird, kind of looks like an emu actually sitting down. So the things in your comfort zone is going to be much bigger, okay, than the things happening outside. That's why you're not going to be bothered by outside influences. I see here, it feels like there are people falling down within the first month here. There's somebody's falling down. There's another person falling down on top of it. There's a third person here. If this is about your career, there might be some people literally like falling down from their positions, which is leaving you an empty spot. It can sound like a bad karma to take somebody else's place, but sometimes the universe arranges certain things in a way that so we can achieve our desires. And nothing actually happens for a bad reason or a good reason. It happens in alignment with the energy. And I feel like this can be people who are not really in a positive energy field. They're not really doing any good to where they are. That's why they're losing their positions. But the thing is that there's sun shining afterwards for you. So for some of you, I'm even thinking that maybe you are applying to a certain thing for a while, maybe a school, maybe a house. And it seems like these might be the ones that are actually giving you rejection all the time and without reason, without a solid something that they can stand on, maybe because they just don't want to make it happen. They just don't want to go through the paperwork. It can be something like that as well. And I'm thinking maybe if you're publishing a book, this can be an editor, keep delaying you. It seems like some people are losing their positions, okay? This seems like chaotic. But I see that you're right here to catch the something. And there's an angel right there. This kind of reminds me because it has like a horn in his hand, the angel of the judgment card. So this is the judgment day, okay? Within a month, you might have this judgment day happening right in front of you. And that month is October, continuing Libra, and it goes at the end. This is the beginning. Libra is the balancer, the justice energy, so justice will be served, and right after that Scorpio comes forward, the death card. So the things that are actually not really working going to diminish. They're going to like have this transformation. And like I said, there's a light shining over here. This means that this is something working for you. Okay, this is something the universe rearranging the players in order for you to receive your desire. So first it can be a little bit scary because I kind of see this emu is actually coming out of like the eggshell as well. We see number two. Number two indicates partnership. And I also on the back of the emu, I see here kind of looks like a frog. Frog is indicative of leaping forward in a fast manner. So there is some desire you have, maybe even some news that you want to receive because the bird egg represents most of the time a new news coming your way. And it seems like with the leaping frog, it's going to come really fast. But it seems like there's still, in the beginning of the month, maybe within the first week, there's some stuff happening in that space maybe you want to go into. So it is clearing out. So you will have like space to go into. Basically, something is going to be made available to you, okay? Another thing I see here, there's kind of like again a bird's head, but the body looks like a snake right there. Snake is shedding the old skin. So it's again aligning with the situation, the judgment day here. The old things are actually getting left behind and new things are coming forward. And so you are going to hear about it, but you're going to hear about it after the fact. You're not going to hear about it right away or on the on the time it's happening. Okay. I see here towards the end of the first month. I know it's too bright, that's why it's not visible, but you can see here two people actually holding hands right there. They're not clear, so it can be an idea of you maybe coming together with someone, partnering up, building something. It can be a relationship that you want to invite someone over, or like maybe even like have a little date. Holding hands can be something romantic, but can be also something intimate. Maybe this is a person that you're intimate and you're gonna ask them over, come over, but this is still an idea. It is showing up in a very peaceful space because it seems like here this can improve your peace, and this can be a person who has the ability to comfort you when you're going through a hard time and not knowing what's happening. And so like if there's a person you can reach out, it can be even like holding hands in a mental way, okay, like connecting through phone or messages. Seems like there's an owl right there watching over this hand holding. Owl can be like, most of the time, owl symbolizes your heightened intuition, that you are actually through intuition realizing certain information or what to do in a situation. But the thing is, this owl, like, you know, they open their eyes really big and look surprised. This can be someone who's observing people, maybe someone a gossiper, catching this, you holding hands with another. This can be like gossipy neighbor, like a snoop, like someone actually goes into your business. The thing is though, like they are harmless, but they might be like, you might be actually like seeing them and getting disturbed by them. But the thing is though, another thing with that, you might be seeing them catching you, but also this can give you an idea about what else they see, except you and other person, what else they see. This person sees a lot of things, so it can give you even an idea. Okay, let me talk to this person and get like pick their mind and see what else that they're seeing that I need to know about. Okay, that can give you an inspiration because they don't really have like a negative aura here. They just have like curious big eyes. So that's going to be something that you're going to pay attention to. This person has a king of like right behind them, king of, I feel the energy of the cups, which is your energy, which is your gentle attitude. So the approach will be gentle here and supportive. And also I see there's somebody behind, right behind you, really like holding their hands. They're tight, they're intense. So there's something happening and you need to know that this person that you need to ask, and another person right there behind you is very afraid that you're going to find something out. Okay. So I said a neighbor, but now I'm thinking maybe this is someone working with you as an assistant, or someone that you don't talk to too much, maybe someone who sees certain things around you, but you know, they have maybe big eyes is actually the signs that you're going to catch this person, talk to them. They know something about another, and when you receive that information, this is going to change a lot of things. You see there's actually like a lot of activity starts happening immediately here. The second month, you're gonna talk to these people. I see there's another offer coming here for you. There's a dog bringing a beautiful, I saw the ring first, but then I thought maybe it's an ice cream cone. This is something pleasurable for you. There's another angel right under it. So this is something that maybe you have put out there into the universe to your angels, spirits, and guides, and they're going to bring something else. But also this thing bubbling up right there. This, you're not going to leave it alone, but you're not going to keep carrying it to the like a future. But it's right there bubbling up. You can see like the bird and the frog right here clearly now that, okay, this is the offer coming in. This is the gift coming in. This is maybe the diamond can be something valuable coming in as an offer. And there's also a mushroom on the back of this person bringing it to you. So mushroom indicates this person might also have a lot of wealth in their hand. Maybe they want to use a skill that you want. They want to give you a gem, give you a part of it, and together you're going to build something. Because right under this person, there's a white horse. White horse is a symbol of peace, a symbol of fast movement, symbol of wish fulfillment. So if you can, because they're showing up, but you're right here dealing with, I see letter E and P already, Penelope maybe. So maybe you're going to first deal with whatever is in your hand, and you're not going to catch this person coming forward. But when you realize, okay, there's something else happening right there, you're going to change your gaze, turn your head around, and you're going to see the opportunity here. I see there's a person, this kind of reminds me of Steve Vai, I think Vai. He's a very good guitar player, actually. Amazing. And he has like a headband and stuff, like full on gear on the stage, kind of. I see here. So some of you, this can be a musical thing. This can be an artistic activity. And the mushroom indicates the word is going to travel really fast around the people. Maybe this is something, a skill that you have. You're going to use it. It can be, I think he's still alive. I'm not sure about that. I don't want to make any comments on that. So it can be even like a concert that you're going to be going to, and that speaks to you. It doesn't have to be Steve Vai. So something that has a lot of fun, creativity, innovation, and non-judgment. That's the thing. I feel like that's his personality. There's no judgment in here, that you're fully accepted, supported when you step into this space. For some of you, this can be a new work environment. For some of you, this can be a friend environment. But the thing is, overall, within the second month, this is going to be a supportive space for you. And you're going to, like, maybe this person doing things behind you was the one actually preventing you to go in there. And you were attached to them so much. You were expecting their approval so much, or maybe you didn't want to upset them so much. But when you find out that they're actually doing things behind you, you're going to say, you know what, I'm just going to go do myself, do my, leave my passion. I see a camel here. Camel is wearing a leash. This means that you have the power to move and go forward to anywhere you want. This can be physical movement. This can be mental movement. And, but you put it on a leash to maybe shrink your light, to stay around in this person. This can be a company. This can be someone that you're working for. This can be a friend that you have been tolerating for so long. But this is, I feel like you're going to take the leash off the camel. You're going to actually start expanding within the second month timeline. When it comes to third month, I see there's actually something building in the background. There's a tower on top of it, and there are two people maybe talking about something, negotiating. And this is becoming into a ring now. And there's a person standing inside of the ring. We have a merman. So this can be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, a King of Cups, powerful, gentle energy. But he's inside of the ring still. Maybe there's someone who is on the background and still waiting for you to allow the door open, because you're just maybe trapping certain feelings inside a box that you don't allow anyone. This person is waiting for you to allow them to come in, okay? Because of water energy, your water energy, this person might be really compatible with you. Within the third month, again, we have a person here with a mustache. He has a little dog right next to him. This can be someone looking a little bit aggressive, however, with a long chin. That actually shows character. A long chin is like very characteristic, and it doesn't have to look good all the time, but it means that this person is an assertive person that has a personality. The dog indicates their loyalty, and this can also be a dog person. And they're looking at the sunshine here, and there's someone playing an instrument right there. That the one, I don't know what it's called, the one which has like a little beads inside and makes sounds like a percussion instrument. So it's the rhythm of life is changing here for you, okay? And you might really get inside. There's another person here, same face almost. This can be like people that you deemed as scary. Maybe they're powerful, wealthy, abundant, resourceful, but looking scary. Maybe you see them so far that way. It seems like towards maybe December, you might be finding yourself inside of this environment with this kind of like a wealthy, abundant people. they seem scary to you, but it seems like you're going to come to realize they are not at all like that. And they are really playing the drum, this rhythm of life, meaning they're in flow. The best part of it is there's a pathway opening. Maybe you're working with these people, maybe you are learning from these people, you're really mingling in this environment and catching their energy too. And that will have this actually the bird coming out of the shell and helping that bird grow faster with their energies. Okay, let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question and desire and intention, hold it in your mind. We have a half crescent moon, and it's aligning with like the end of the second month and the beginning of the third month. So that can be like a legal accomplishment or some desire that you have coming forward. This can be an institutional thing happening. Your desire coming in fast at first, and then there's a pause, and then it starts to flow afterward. Within the first month, towards the end of the first month, the second month, we have here 3 pentacles aligned under a tree of life. 3 of Pentacles can indicate your excellent work, that you have already created this work. And also there are people coming forward to help you out to grow this work. The work can be about family, home environment. Maybe you have already done a great job with your home and you created amazing living space. Maybe you are exchanging that and getting to a bigger house. And the tree can symbolize establishing yourself there. This can be at work. Maybe you already have established a system and teaching it to others, which is helping you. That can put you in a position of authority. Another thing I see, it's a very weird shape right there. It kind of looks like 2 dragons turn their back towards each other, but they're in the same boat going towards somewhere to the third month. They have a big, massive fish carrying them. Dragons can be indicative of fire energy, like maybe even someone... Oh, we have a tears of joy coming forward as well with your desire. Dragons can be symbolizing, there's a Godzilla, like a dinosaur on top of them too. 2 powerful people. And now for you, I feel like maybe you are extremely powerful, yes, but there's a person that you're attached to somehow. Can be marriage, can be friendship, can be partnership, maybe some sort of a legal, maybe a brother, a sibling. You're on the same boat. You need to deal with the same issues. However, there are some misunderstandings. Maybe you turn your backs towards each other, but your boat is on top of a big money issue. Fish symbolizes wealth and abundance. If you can turn around and because I see on one side there's heart shape here. Maybe you're the one who's carrying the heart. You want to make this thing happen, but this person is staring at the tree right there. So the issue can be maybe they are jealous of what you have already created or something that you have, and maybe it's about having empathy and understanding and finding the common point to talk to this person. But the thing is, though, the crucial part is you're connected with this person and you're going towards the same direction, even though they're not looking at the future. So, and I feel like maybe even towards the third month, they're going to come to understand, okay, you know what, let me turn back around and try to work something together. I see a letter T here. There's a number 7. 7 is a lucky number. This can be someone who's very lucky about certain things. And the C also, E can be in their first name or the last name. And it seems like there is a change happening within them as well. So can be an earth sign. They are a little bit slow to move, like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But eventually when they make their mind, they are going to be there for you, supporting you too, okay? Let's see what's happening with your tarot. I'm going to start out with the first month's energy. We're going to look into your home life, work life, what's happening in the love life. And if you don't have any, we're going to see what else is showing up there. And then the finances, okay? Okay, it seems like at home you're planning something. You have the whole world in your hand. You're looking at the full moon. Full moon, kind of like the energy of purging things that are not really aligning with you. And letting things go and rearranging stuff and making new plans in the household. We're going to get clarifiers going. It seems like at work, some of you are changing jobs. Some of you are transforming where you are at work. Transforming in the sense of maybe there's a renovation happening in your working space that's also like a death indicator, because what happens is you clean up the old and you build something new. This can be changing jobs, I've mentioned that, but also retirement. But death most of the time symbolizes a system that doesn't work anymore. Okay, reestablishing, like demolishing or reestablishing itself. Some of you might be changing jobs. That's why I keep saying that. But also it can be also the higher management kind of changing here. Sometimes I say also and some words repeatedly because I speak so fast. I need to give myself a break while you to think. Anyways, the death is the ending of a timeline and a new beginning. Okay, coming forward. Love, you are here as a hermit. It seems like a love for some of you. Maybe you have already manifested what you were desiring to get out of a romantic situation. Now it's time for you to enjoy that and maybe upgrade that. Okay, and think about it. How can I improve this relationship? How can we get better? How can we improve our situation? Or maybe even if you had ended the relationship already, this can be your moment of like getting to know yourself. Because before and after a relationship, we have transformations and we change a lot as well. And I feel like here you are getting to know yourself here. Okay. We have Five of Cups when it comes to financials. Five of Cups can symbolize maybe some things that you haven't received out of an investment, or some things that manifested, but it was missing some parts of it, okay? This can be maybe something that you applied for a loan, it came through, but it's not the amount that you want. It's not approving certain things that you desire. It can be something, an investment that you put out there just brought some desires, but it's not really fulfilling at this moment. Let's see what that is. This is actually within the first month's energy, what's coming your way. And this is also coming as maybe even being aware, not really getting disappointed and just, worked up because the Three Cups here didn't really show up. What we see in the original tarot is that Three Cups has some juices flowing out of it, which is like a red and green and purple, I think, which symbolizes that wasn't actually good for you. It can be poisonous if you should have come. So you're going to see the blessing in whatever this is. We have the Emperor with the Two of Wands energy. So you're going to make an executive decision when it comes to your house. But first, you need to pull out your pen and paper and start writing down what you want to do. This can be home, can indicate where you're living. It can be your family. It can be like the close friends, maybe chosen families that you are doing things together. Maybe there are friends that you're planning a vacation with them. However, some of them are not showing up, and now you need to make an executive decision about it. Maybe they didn't pay up their part, or you need to cancel their reservations. It can be something like that, but you are the one who's making the decisions this time. We have Three of Swords when it comes to death here at work. Some of you are going through it, guys. Some of you are really going through it because maybe you're actually letting go of something you really like to do. I want to see a little bit more because this can be like you're letting go of maybe a position that you loved, or you're retiring, or something that you put a lot of work now is been transferred to someone else that they're going to be managing it. And that can cause a death and ending, and that can cause also a lot of heartbreak for you. It seems like you're walking away from that situation, sailing from choppy waters to the calmer shores. Now it's starting to come to me as maybe this is something that, a project, a situation, as something that you worked a lot on, and now it's been taken away from you. However, what you don't recognize is this was something that was really stressing you out. Really, you see the choppy waters here, but the shores are there. It was taking so much, but not paying enough, not receiving. It's reciprocating in the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so that's why this will help you move on from that situation to a balanced situation, a better position. You see the crown on the background, the sun is shining. So even though you don't feel it this moment, this is going to balance your energy out. You're going to have moderation. You're going to have more time for yourself. And I feel like with this crown shining, it is going to have the same amount of compensation when you're going to be able to let it go, maybe even more. It is going to have better opportunities for you. But it's about going through the heartbreak first, which is okay. You're going through it. You're going to feel it. You're going to move on from it. And you're going to enjoy, I feel like when the balance comes forward, you're going to enjoy it very much, okay? When it comes to Hermit, so you're taking your time. You're contemplating maybe upgrading a relationship. And it seems like the other party is going to actually say, okay, yeah, let's do it. They're not going to hesitate. When you are slowly thinking, maybe you want to move things slow, the other party can come up with a lot of passion and say, you know what, let's go. Let's do it, whatever you want. And I love that energy with the Knight of Wands because he's adventurous. He likes to move forward really fast and try new things. And maybe while you're thinking what else we should do, they come up with a million ideas for you to actually experiment on, which is going to be an exciting opportunity when it comes to love. Five of Cups comes with the King of Cups when it comes to financials. So it seems like here, even though you feel like some things are lost in the way, King of Cups is coming up with an offer. Fish on his necklace symbolizes that he has a material thing for you to enjoy. This is your energy also, Pisces. King of Cups is your masculine side. Seems like here, even though like there's things that you didn't receive initially within the first month, you can also see what you can offer out there to get those from another sources. Okay, this can be maybe you have an extra skill. I said the music. Maybe you play an extra instrument and you can find a band you can join to. I know this is like too specific, but examples can be given here. Something that you have to offer is going to bring this 3 cups, 3 flowers back into your life when it comes to financials. Well, this is the first month's energy. Let's see what's happening within the second month now. We're going to start with a home. Okay, let's cut it and see. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, you're making a very good decision to actually create something stable, long-term stability. This can be even a financial decision that you're going to make, which is going to start with an adventurous mind, a new idea. But 10 of Pentacles energy is long-term financial security, a generational wealth, which is going to affect in the long run, it's going to make you feel comfortable, basically. So when plan it out, make the decision, and then you will enjoy. The second month, you will see how this is going to actually be enjoyable for the long term, okay? For the family, for yourself. When it comes to work, there's Wheel of Fortune coming forward. Guys, this is like, you don't need to worry about it or anything. Something that you're also having mental, emotional transformation when it comes to work environment. And so it's not only that you are gaining full confidence that you have the power to change things around. And Wheel of Fortune, not only about like hitting the jackpot, but it's also transforming things. It's a cycle of life. The life keeps moving on, turning around. So nothing stays the same. Even if something's coming to an end and it's giving you heartbreak, it's making you maybe forcefully move on to a calmer shores and creating balance in your life. Within the second month, you're going to see why this happened, how much of a good blessing this was in your life. Okay, Wheel of Fortune is good luck. And let me tell you, a lot of people are getting it in different positions, in different places. So I feel like this solar energy, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, all of these are affecting everyone at this time, okay? And let's see your, love life. We have 4 cups. You might be, the thing is, like I told you, this person's coming in fast, wants to explore, but you might not be in the same case with this person. You want to take your time. Maybe there are certain things that you're disappointed about, you're not feeling confident about, and maybe things that you wanted this person to do, but they didn't do that. They feel only 3 cups. They didn't feel the 4th cup. So 4 cups about his emotions, but I feel like here, I'm going to pull the clarifier as well. If you get air, that's what it is. You need to start speaking up, okay? You need to start speaking your mind loud and clear and tell this person, okay, I want a break. I don't want you to bother me. If that's the case, And this is what you have done. Okay, maybe that's why you're in the hermit mode. This person did something that broke your heart, and they're still being all shining, knight in shining armor, and trying to save the day with being goofy or like doing things that you don't prefer. So you need to speak your mind and tell them openly, like, this is what I prefer. Okay, communication is going to be key here. Let's see what is going to get clarified as. But I feel a little bit disappointment, even though this person comes in really hot. The thing is, the Two of Swords is when it comes to money, okay, you're going to get the offer, or you're going to offer something which is going to really elevate the situation. Within the second month, when it comes to finances, you might be at a crossroads that you might need to make a decision. Two of Swords is about making a decision, and her eyes are closed, covered. We see in the original tarot as well. So you don't see how this is going to end up. That's why this is a hard decision to make. And you see, like, she's grounded. She has the water here. She's grounding herself to the present moment and writing down maybe even advantages, disadvantages of the situation. When you start to analyze the things happening in the moment, not foreseeing the future or the past, you might have a solid decision that will be useful when it comes to finances, okay? So this can be about maybe you want to purchase something big, but your finances are not really in the right place. But the thing is, this can be something that will improve your business. This will be something that will improve, maybe you're a writer, but your computer is not working and it's like a big problem for you and it keeps shutting down, deleting the things. So that's not a liability for you now, that's an asset. So that might be the consideration that you need to make. Is it a liability? Is it an asset? What am I doing here? So yeah, let's see the clarifiers. Let's clarify. Ten of Pentacles is a good thing. Okay, some sneaky stuff might be happening when you make the decision at home. But the thing is, though, the Seven of Swords is also a tactical decision that you need to make. You cannot, at home, you're gonna take the charge. We have Ten of Cups under it as a shadow. So this is going to bring happiness to the family. But then after you make the decision, then you need to act in a tactical way. You cannot just go ahead and continue with the prior decisions or without calculating things. This is a calculating thing, because that's why I see the Ten of Swords on the bottom, Ten of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay, guys, so meaning you're going to get yourself in a very good place with this by taking charge, to planning things out. This can even be planning a vacation with a family and going out there and coming up with creative ideas, or this can be like you receiving something home related, maybe an inheritance, and planning out what to do with it. So you need to be really tactical to what to do with this wealth coming into the household, okay? And when you do, in the shadow side, it is going to bring emotional satisfaction, and also it is going to continue to bring the wealth into the family as well. So the Seven of Swords energy, I feel here, being tactical, making smart decisions, okay? Thinking outside of the box, because he's stealing the swords, yes, but he doesn't go to war and causes a bloodshed. He actually ends the war with peace. Okay, so this is going to be very important. Decision making is important here when it comes to home life. When it comes to work, we have Nine of Swords. Even though, okay, some of you are really fearful that this cycle is going to repeat itself. Okay, even the Wheel of Fortune is turning on your good side, it is going to work out for you. You might have some sort of nightmares. Okay, it's not going to work out, because you see, like, there's also an argument happening here on the bed. Something happened, and that's why this actually came to an end. But the thing is, though, this swords actually indicates maybe even 9 different nightmares that is going to happen in a new place. The thing is, though, he's not being able to sleep. He can't dream. He keeps seeing the nightmares. So it is actually creating much more anxiety at work, and which causes making more mistakes. This quilt here symbolizes that we have like astrological symbols. The life is a cycle, and this is your new cycle. The roses is love. They're in the light. So something that is light and love coming forward. If you're going to be able to open your eyes, like you're holding your face right here, Open your eyes and see that there's light and love and the cycles. This is a cycle that is coming to an end, okay? It doesn't have to continue forever. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, you need to emotionally walk away from what happened. This might require maybe mental support. This can be professional, this can be family, asking for support from your loved ones. But in the end, this is something, death is the end. That something is done there. It's already closed cycle. It's done. You need to shut the door to it. If you keep going back to it, it doesn't mean that it's going to repeat itself, but it is going to just keep bothering you and giving you nightmares. So emotionally walk away from it. The sun and the moon is watching over you. Crescent moon is also a victorious moment coming forward. So this is an issue that you have already closed up. Yeah, but the Five of Pentacles is the energy of being left out in the cold. Now it's starting to make sense to me. This can be, maybe you left a space because you were left out in the cold. Okay, that's why. Now you're having the same nightmares that it's going to happen again. But you need to be also, maybe you dealt with people. They were doing all kinds of things, all kinds of tricky stuff to win the war. And that's why it might be also preventing you to find this lovers at the end. You keep seeing the tricky stuff, okay? Maybe you're thinking that people think this about me, but people usually do not think the things that you think they think about you, okay? People don't really have a lot of space for others in their minds. They only think about, most of the time, their life, okay? So it seems like here, within the second month, you might go through, that's Nine of Swords is the beginner of this story. That's why I feel like this is not really something real. This is something that you are imagining. You are thinking this is going to happen. I need to walk away from this space too. I need to leave that space. But I feel like this can be also indicative of you mentally leaving the thing behind, but still maybe you're feeling like, I'm going to work so hard. This is my dream job, but they're not going to pay me enough. There's someone's going to show up that they're going to try to trick me into things. But then there's also another option here. You can turn that hell into heaven. You can be actually finding people that are aligned with you, that are healthy, that are on your side, and you can actually create amazing things with them. And that's what they want to do as well. There's a new peaceful environment you're stepping in. We're going to see within the third month what's happening there too. And when it comes to love, the Four of Cups, the Magician coming forward, some things are going to change. But let me tell you something, you are the one making the change here. You're going to make a decision about how to approach the situation. This can be, like I said, maybe someone wronged you in love and they keep trying to wash it over with gifts or anything without apologizing. And you're still feeling despair, even though they come in hot, they want to change the subject. If you need to make a decision to turn things around, if you want to turn things around, or if you want to bring it to an end and pursue something or someone, a relationship that is fully supporting you, okay? You are the magician here, that you're changing things around. This can even be making a decision about your boundaries, about your yes or no's and all that stuff, deciding what they are and making it clear to the other side. When it comes to financials, you're making a decision. Until you make the decision, the things are going to be on pause and they're not going to be moving forward. But as soon as you make the decision, it's going to be starting to move. It's going to start to move, but it's going to be a slow movement because the Knight of Pentacles, he planted his crops right here. His pentacle is bigger than the page's pentacle, basically. You are in a better position now, and you have your horse looking at your land. You're invested, and now you're waiting for the crops to grow. The Hangman initially is you making the decision, but not only that, because you see, he's changed his perspective. Now he was actually looking upside down and he got illuminated in a second. He said, oh my God, that's it. That's what I need to do. This is the way to go. But until he gets loose out of this string that is tying him up, the thread or the rope, he's going to wait. So something, maybe you have invested money into something and that has been tied there. You need to wait that for a while. But as soon as it comes out loose, you're going to be able to invest it in a new thing, and that will bring much more outcome, better outcome, maybe even more stable outcome than you are anticipating, okay? Let's see the third month energies here. We have Hangman again and a household. So you're going to start really fast. A lot of wealth opportunities, abundance coming in. I feel like maybe if you want to renovate the home, there can be money coming in from somewhere. But the thing is, though, the third month is the December month. So it can be maybe you're pausing things, taking everything on hold and saying, you know what? This month is the month of joy. This month of the end of the year, we're going to celebrate it properly. We're not going to be spending time on like the things that are actually stressful. Okay, that's what the Hangman energy I feel here. Changing the perspective, exactly here. What happens? Changing the perspective, getting illuminated, and ending the year on a boom, basically, like on a really good note. That's what you're going to do here. You're not going to rush into things. You're just going to pause a little bit, maybe go into a spiritual transformation when it comes to how, as a household, as a homework, like home environment. You're going to have a little pause there, which is a good one. When it comes to work, like I told you, it's just when you decide this is going to work out better than ever, this is going to be the thing. Knight of Wands coming in. Knight of Wands is fast movement, and also it's like we have here, she's jumping out of this fire circle. Something that is exciting, passionate, adventurous is going to start happening at work when you decide that's the way that I'm going to go. This is also embodying yourself fully, being authentically, truly yourself, which is going to really take in, it's not going to be taken granted. It's going to be really celebrated this time. That's, I feel from this energy, it's going to be celebrated. The horse is like running. Also the energy of some sort of like an upgrade, a wish fulfillment. Okay. When it comes to love, 6 of Wands. That's the thing, guys. The Magician comes forward in the second month. You actually, instead of feeling disappointed and expecting the other person to understand you, when you, I said, like, if you get a sword energy here, we have a Gemini right here with the Magician. Speaking your mind, being who you are. Authenticity is going to be, I think the next 3 months is the key word for you. You're going to start changing things, and you're going to achieve what you desire out of this relationship, out of the situation, okay? And this is your victory. This is going to be the outcome that you desire coming forward, basically. When it comes to finances, King of Swords, okay, so the Pentacles are coming in, and you are within the third month using it very wisely, investing it very logically, and stitching up new pathways for yourself here with the King of Swords energy. King of Swords is a stoic energy, so I feel like you're going to make some decisions with the finances, which is going to be unemotional. Even though we have the feminine King of Swords here, this deck has masculine, also feminine kings in there. So this can be the feminine. So you're going to have some things that are compassionate, but it's not going to be emotional, okay? That the decisions that you're going to be making with your finances, it's going to be logical overall. And also it is going to put you in a very good position as well, because King is the ruler, so you're going to be really ruling the financial area here. Let's see what the household. 4 of Pentacles, Hangman. You're pausing, maybe pausing the spending a little bit, pausing the wastefulness if you have any happening there, because I feel like a lot of abundance and success coming in. Your tactical movement might bring in money into home, and maybe even you're going to rent out a room. You're going to start making good money out of one of the rooms, but then you're going to spend it on the things that are not really useful in the process. But it seems like you're saying, you know what, let me put a hold on to that. Let's reconsider. That's going to be the home life. You're going to be maybe contemplating, seeing, planning again. And this is 4 Pentacles, comes up as like a holding on too tightly about certain things. Hangman, though, they're both pause. It means that like you are consciously putting a pause to things. And King of Swords again come forward, and you're starting to make some logical decisions about home life, okay? Knight of Wands with the work, the sun coming up. Yes, exactly. Like something better is coming for you guys. This is Leo energy. This can be with the sun. Maybe you're actually going to sit on a throne. You're going to be in a position of making decisions, and you're going to be a leader of some kind or taking charge of a situation. And the Wheel of Fortune is leading towards this too. So maybe you're ending something and beginning a new job opportunity or applying for something new, but you still have the fears it's not going to work out. But the Lovers is telling me it is going to work out, and it is going to put you in a powerful position. But this can also require you to like tap into that power and say that I am good enough. I can do that. I can make anything happen. I'm powerful. I'm strong. I'm resilient. I'm experienced. I am the thing. So that will actually like have this growing energy, like the sun shines, the sun rays coming so far away and they're still warming us up. It's going to be that kind of energy that you're putting out there, warming a lot of things up for you too when it comes to work. 6 of Wands with the 9 of Wands. There's a victory coming forward. That can maybe put some people into defense mode, but you are so resourceful. You're so amazing. It doesn't matter. Okay, they might try to throw you off balance, but the thing is, it's not going to affect you. The thing is, though, your victory might throw some people off balance when you are thriving. I don't see a breakup here, but I feel like maybe when you're sitting in your whole power, when you get the victory, when you start to work from inside, self-love reflects outside. This can maybe even reveal in love, in friendships, in environments that you get emotional support. Who's true, who's not, who's there for you, who's not there for you. Okay, so that I feel like is not really going to bother you for so long. However, it can tip off some other people's balance when you pull your energy from them. Okay, the Hierophant is authority coming ahead here. You're becoming an authority, you're managing the things, and also I feel like this can also be a new prospect in love, or the person actually that you have in your life stepping up and matching the energy that you're putting out there, that queen energy, the king energy, they're matching out there. But if this is a Taurus energy, so we have Queen of Pentacles, also grounded energy. So this can be someone who's established, an authority figure, a new person even showing up for you, rather than someone who tries to go and makes things like in a manic mode. They're trying to fix things. This person actually fixes things in a very stable and grounded way. Okay. When it comes to finances, King of Swords and Page of Swords, you're becoming authority, you're investing very wisely, and that investment can lead to a very good idea here with the Knight of Cups. Maybe there is going to be something that you're going to be offering. Like if this is something when you're working on your finances, offering something to get something. You see that he's in a land, he's going to the mountains, he's offering his cup to the mountains. The mountains are giving him water. It can be purchasing something with the whatever that you have in your cup, which is bringing you more fish. He has fish on his cloak here. So overall, a small idea is going to turn into a big offering, which will bring success to you, okay, and take care of things. So this is not going to be something that you're going to decide right away. This is going to take a while to decide. So but you're going to make the decision quickly. The offer is going to be made quickly, or to you there's going to be something offered when it comes to finances, but the decision making is going to take a while. This can even be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or something equality or something balance related that you're going to get engaged with, just make the offering. And the thing is, though, like I said, this person, the other side, the other situation might take a while to arrange itself. However, when it does, we have here the Chariot, fast movement. It is going to move forward really fast, okay? When everything, maybe it's a paperwork, because sometimes Libra energy tells me like paperwork and the justice, organizing things, the papers. And so it might take a while, but after that, the things are going to be moving really fast, it seems like. Now I'm going to pull your oracles, okay? We're going to see what do you need to know. Then we're going to focus on what do you need to focus on. Okay, this is about what you need to know or see. Is there anything that is hidden? We have the Arrow Master, hitting the mark, intention, detachment. Okay, this is very specific. So in order to hit the mark, you need to have a clear intention about everything that you're doing here. When it comes to relationship, the Hermit, the Four of Cups, this symbolizes that you don't really have a clear intention. You are still exploring what your intention is about a relationship. Okay, as soon as the 601 is the magician is the clear intention that you come up with, that everything aligns and the other party actually understands how cut clear you are. So it can apply here to the work as well. The lovers come forward after you are actually like getting the wheel of fortune, but you're going through things. When you get the lovers, your heart's desire, what your intention is, then the things actually turn into the positive. Detachment is after you make a decision, after you clear your intention, detaching from the outcome, that how it's supposed to happen, how things supposed to align, leaving the details of the things to be delivered to you to the higher powers, okay? And let them guide you through your intuition to get to the final destination, okay? That's the arrow master's job. That's what you're becoming. That's what you need to see, that you're the arrow master in this game of life. Let's see what you need to focus on. We're going to pull a chakra color. Is there something blocked, or is something that you need to pay more attention to? We have the quest here. The blue color is the throat chakra. I'm going to look up again. There's a quest that's happening right there. There's rain here, and then there's a drought turns into abundance here when the rain comes forward. And the quest is turning this is the throat chakra, blue, 5th chakra. So this is actually courage, journey, and answers. Being open to wisdom, imagined dangers, letting go of the imagined dangers, okay? And committing to your path is coming forward here. So this is, I'm going to look up again about the blue chakra because this actually has different meanings sometimes. This is about speaking your voice, okay? Being loud, actually expressing yourself, allowing yourself to discover your purpose. And that's going to be about the next 3 months. It's not only you're going to explore the life's challenges and overcome them, but also you're going to find your maybe even lifelong quest. For some of you, this can be something massive. For some of you, this can be the simplest thing. And if you have any fears coming up, oh, if I do that, this is going to happen. If I do that, this is going to happen. This is also a challenge for you to let that go, because this is about throat chakra. This is about speaking your truth rather than speaking the things you do not prefer. So that's going to be affected by it too. Your throat chakra is going to affect your quest here. Okay, let's pull overall advice for the next 3 months for you. Let's see. We have water here again. Okay, we have water like feeding the grass, and I think she's actually standing on a water pathway too. See yourself as you would see a friend. Be objective about it. Okay, so see yourself, I feel like, through the eyes of compassion, because that's how we approach to others. But when it comes to us, we usually criticize with the throat chakra really harshly, and maybe in the mentally, but still it's a voice that we put out there. See yourself as you see a friend, and be objective and see how beautiful you are, how amazing you are, how talented you are, like, and treat yourself that way during this next 3 months. Okay, that's the message coming forward. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. And I would like to thank you for joining me here. I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.